Gonna meet up.
Yeah. Did she ever talk to you about what kind of relationship they had, or see you with them? No? Okay. And so then, how did you know she was pregnant?
Oh, because we had a yard sale, I think in June, and she had come over. I mean, she was having one too, just 2 doors down. We had
Yeah.
one, and she had come over and we talked, and she told me she was.
Okay. Okay. And so were his tires dirtier than normal?
I just noticed it. He's parked there before, and I've never really noticed the tires. And I drive by it like much afternoon. And I guess when I drive by, I don't really look at the truck, but I mean, they just look really dirty right now.
Okay.
When he's parked there before, I didn't pay attention if they look dirty because I can see others. It just kind of stood out.
Stood out to you? Okay. And have you, did you hear or see anything either Sunday or Monday that was unusual? Any unusual cars? Anything that transferred out?
No, I just know because I have a ring and I have a camera up here too, but when that lady hits, and I think it was the friend who dropped her off, and it doesn't get a clear picture of anything, I just hear a noise like going by, so I'm assuming that's all it was, that's all I heard.
So is that part of your ring camera?
No, this is the ring. It doesn't catch much because it's sideways.
Right.
And this one is the one that goes off that is so dark you can't really see anything.
Was this one active at the time?
No, I just put that up there to watch traffic.
Is that motion activated that went up there?
Yes. And I know, like according to whatever I read, he said he left at 5 o'clock that day. And usually my husband leaves at 5:30, and he's usually still here. So for him to leave early that day was, I don't know if that's unusual. But yeah. Usually he's still here at 5:30.
Is your husband at work right now?
Yeah. And I know down this other road, people have their ring, and I don't know if they can verify that he left it for me.
Your husband leaves at 5 as well?
5:30.
5:30.
Were you trying to talk to them next door just a few minutes ago? Just immediate? Oh, okay.
Yeah, probably just immediate.
I was over there. Are they home next door?
I think they were in the backyard. I had looked in there at one time.
Okay.
There was a lady I'd never seen before, so I was a visitor. The man is usually there. If the truck is in the driveway, he's usually home.
Okay.
I guess he's the one that told my oldest daughter, and she told me yesterday.
Alright, well, and how far back does that usually record? A couple days or a week?
Oh, and it starts to delete it, yeah, after 3 days. I can show you what I have.
Do you guys by chance have that next door or whatever it is?
The app, yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if it was here in the subdivision.
Yeah. So it must not have been, that one's called Blink. It must have been the ring one. 13th, right? Sunday?
Yes.
Well,
Sunday.
actually, at
Well,
midnight.
Monday morning.
Yeah. Looking for early morning,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Or anything, I
Or
guess.
anything in the morning till around noonish, I think Monday.
And that's just noise really. Can't see too much. So I was assuming that was them dropping her off.
Oh, that's the rings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it gets nothing really. Just noise.
And then, does that one record? Or did you just get that?
In the dark, it doesn't really record
Okay.
unless the sun comes out. So more in the morning. But you're saying in the morning on something?
Yeah, has anything picked up on the morning of the 13th? From the link? Maybe?
Let's go back to it, 'cause it's very quiet.
Sergeant Albert. He is joining us.
So there's, sometimes it just gets bugs, I think, but starting at Monday, 8/11. I don't know what it is. I wish these things were better. She caught her right over there. And that's probably accessible. But that they, those people that were on the phone.
Okay, so you recognize that guy?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. I'll give you one of my cards if you think of anything or if you think of anything that might help later. Just through talking. Just give us a call. And then there's a number on there. Actually, even. Yeah. Actually, it's better.
Okay.
Just picture her and then just detective Oliver. Dave Oliver. It's gonna be. So just leave a number there or an email at that address with anything that you think may be helpful.
Okay. Thank you.
Later.
Good luck.
Did your husband see him Monday morning? Do you know?
And I don't think so, because actually my husband left really early that day. So. Oh, is that what you're asking? Sorry.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know. That day I think my husband left at 4. So he'd go down towards to another facility where he works, but I'm gonna ask him.
Sure, that'd be great.
Okay.
Get over to him, whatever you find out, and just forward that to the detective.
Okay.
That'd be great.
All right.
Thank you so much. Hello.
Hello, how you doing?
Good. Yourself?
Good. I'm Brent.
Tyler.
Tyler, nice to meet you. I don't know if you've been talked to by police today already?
No.
No? Do you know what's going on?
No, I haven't even heard of anything.
This young lady and her kids are missing right now, and we're trying to figure out where they're at and if anybody has seen anything. They live just around the corner from you. Basically, you know where Saratoga Trail kind of that little
Bends
stop sign?
around, yeah.
Yep. Basically, if you go straight through there, that's their house. Okay. We're just trying to see. Yesterday morning was the last time she was seen, about 2 o'clock in the morning,
Okay.
at the house with the kids.
All right.
Have you seen anything odd? Anything
No, and haven't even really been out of the house through the neighborhood or anything in the last week with the kids.
Okay.
Been kind of busy with work, traveling a little bit, but
okay. Nothing out of the ordinary.
No.
Okay. You don't by chance have any doorbell cams or cameras on the phone?
Unfortunately not. No.
Okay, that'll work. Well, like I said, she's just missing with the 2 little kids. The 2 little kids are in pink nightgowns.
Okay.
So if you see a lady walking around with 2 kids, just give us a call. Or if you know or talk to anybody that's hearing anything,
Okay.
please have them either email the detective or call us.
Okay.
Any information would be great at this point. Like I said, they've been gone for almost 36 hours now.
Okay.
And we're just trying to help the family
Yeah.
locate them.
Well, I'll keep the eye out and spread the word. So.
I appreciate
All right,
it.
thank
Thank you
you.
very much.
Yep, have a
Nice
good
meeting
day.
you. You too.
Yep.
Hello, Sarge. Okay. Okay. We're just over here right now doing a main canvas of Saratoga Trail. So if you want to come down to, Saratoga Trail and the intersection of Saratoga Trail and Saratoga Circle. and that's where I'm parked. And then I'll meet you there. We're just gonna work in a team on some of these more indirect or more direct line houses, and then as we spread out, we'll go individual house to house. Sounds good. Yeah, we're going from east to west. Sounds good. Also, we have a news crew here and 2 dog teams. So they said we shouldn't mess up any other dogs, so we'll be fine. Yeah. All right. Sounds good. Bye.
Hi, Officer Lyons with the Frederick Police Department. We were out earlier and left a flyer on your door.
Yes.
Was it for the missing person?
Yes, of course.
Do you know those people at all?
I do not.
Okay, have you seen anything odd in the area? Any unusual traffic, vehicles moving around? Hear anything between the hours of 1 a.m., 5 a.m.? Nothing?
No, not
Okay.
really.
I assume that you follow social media like everybody else?
Yes, my mother does as well.
Okay. If y'all hear anything, see anything outside of the social media, of course,
Yeah.
definitely give us a
Yes,
call,
of
let us
course.
know. Okay, perfect. Thank you so
Yes,
much.
no problem.
Have a good night. Thank you.
I see all this going on. Would you mind if I just dump this in my
No,
trash?
come on.
They're about to come along here, and I want to be sure this
Is out in there? No problem.
Do you want to come in or sit out here?
Oh, it doesn't matter. Either way makes it pretty easy.
Yeah, if you come in, that'd be
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, I just got home about 20 minutes ago and saw these cars.
Yeah.
And then I called up, and they haven't told me yet what's going on. They said someone has to call me back to tell me.
Okay. Well, we'll try to answer as much as we can,
Okay.
as well as got a couple questions for you.
Yeah, you can take a seat over there.
Oh, if you don't mind, I'm going to stand or sit down all day, so it's kind of a relaxing
Sure,
to be
sure.
standing up. So my name is Brent, and this is Officer Herbert. We're both for Frederick Police Department. Right now, we're just kind of trying to do an area search or a canvass of the neighborhood. We have a couple people that are missing right now. So this young lady and her two girls were last seen around 2 or 3 o'clock Monday morning. And we're just trying to see if anybody saw anything unusual or if,
Monday morning, we had just
Yeah.
gotten home from a trip Sunday night,
okay.
and I caught a bad cold, so did my husband.
Oh no.
So I think he went out around noonish. That was yesterday. I stayed home in bed all day to get better.
Okay.
I wasn't even out there. But does she live in this neighborhood?
She lives, 3 houses down? 3 or 4 houses down?
On Saratoga?
Yep, on Saratoga, yep.
Wow. Because her face looks familiar. I've either seen her walking her dog sometime or seen her at the swimming pool. Because her face looks very familiar.
Okay.
I know these neighbors very well. That neighbor right there a little bit, but beyond that, and I've made some acquaintances catty corner, but beyond that down the road, I don't really know the people. But I believe I've seen her. But
Okay.
it wouldn't have been yesterday because
No.
I stayed in bed all day.
Okay. Have you seen any odd vehicles, odd people sitting around or doing anything weird?
Well, you know, I do this myself. Sometimes I hate to blame on somebody, but sometimes in flower season, especially planting season in the spring, I'll drive around pretty neighborhoods and get ideas for how to do my flowers. I especially am bad about that in Old Town Longmont. So at one time I had a police car looking at me for doing it. They think I'm casing.
Okay.
So I hate to even talk about this, but what morning was it? Let's see, this is Tuesday and I've only been home since Sunday night. So I must have gone out Sunday night or Monday. When I say stay in bed, it usually means I get up and down to do little tiddly things around the house. I might have gone out, opened the garage. Okay, yesterday, I probably went out and opened the garage door to pull some weeds and waters and things, because when we were gone, they'd gone a long time without watering up front. And I did notice that this white van kept circling around.
Okay. Do you
So
know what
I
time?
saw that 2 times in close timing, so, I don't know my makes of van. It didn't look like one of those crossover cars like we have a crossover, you know, it's white. But this looked, I think, more like you truly call it a van.
Okay. Like a...
But not real old fashioned, just kind of a more modern one. I don't know my cars.
No
More of a
worries.
minivan or more of a utility van? Like a work type white van or more of
It
a
could have been either, but I think mini.
minivan?
Like a white
I
minivan.
think. Because the thought went through my head, because you know, I'm on the email for our neighborhood watch.
Okay.
And so before our trip, we had been gone a week all last week for 7 days. Before that, I gotten these eerie watch alerts during that prior week that a couple people's, or maybe just one, I thought it was maybe 2, had attempts at break-ins.
Mhm.
One in the middle of the night, maybe that was the only one. And so I started to get worried that the activity would have been a van pulling up to your garage, because this person, the way the report came through, had their garage doors open. They came through this interior door because it hadn't been locked, and that's when they were caught. I think they were in shop, but I might have made that up. I have vivid dreams after things like that. So as a result of that, I keep my eyes open if I see a van. So I really noticed a van, and it would have had to. It could have been late Sunday night. It could have been, because we got home at 5-ish, and when I see weeds out front, I go pull them. But I think it was yesterday morning.
Okay.
And then I stayed in the whole rest of the day. But I've really had my eyes open for vans. I mean, because I'm nervous it could happen to us.
What time yesterday morning do you think?
Oh, I wish I could remember when I pulled those weeds.
Daylight or
Yeah, it was definitely daylight.
definitely after daylight?
And even if it was Sunday evening, it was still light because we got home around 5:30.
Okay.
It was definitely in the light. It was not even a little bit dark. But the van was just sort of driving slowly along, and then I thought, okay, maybe there's just admiring flowers like I do.
Fair enough.
And then, you know, I'm in and out a few times dumping things in the dumpster, and we're not in the same one with doing it a second time around. So I did notice it.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Could I get your first name?
Ann, A-N-N,
What's your last name?
Watt, W-A-T-T, and my husband Don, he's here too, he's downstairs in his office.
Okay.
And he would have been out running around yesterday morning when I was in bed. I don't know if you want to ask him anything. Like, he went out with the car, something like 8 to 11, 8 to 12, something like that.
Yeah,
He
we
would have been-
could
You
chat
want
with
me
him
to go
too.
get him?
Yeah, that would be great.
If you're done with me, though, I want to tell you something that happened when I was here that I just have never reported because I didn't know if I was overreacting. So it was about, it was at the end of spring, beginning of summer. Oh, what month would it have been? So a couple months ago, maybe 3 or 4, but no longer than that.
April, June, March.
Probably March or April. Probably April. Well, no, I think probably the very beginning of April. Because we went on a trip after that, and I remember making Don lock the security door before our trip. Okay. So I think it'd be about the very beginning of April.
Okay.
And so at 10 after 9, that's pretty dark at that time of year, you know, right now it wouldn't be. And I was up here going to bed. Don was still downstairs in his office. And it sounded like some activity on our front porch. And all of a sudden, the doorbell goes 4 times. Ding, 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 ding. You know, and most normal people that we know wouldn't ring the doorbell that way. It was very wild and intense. And me being halfway dressed and in my pajamas, I did not want to even go peek at the peephole. I just kind of froze, like, go away, it's too dark. And when it's dark, I never answer the door anyway, I just don't.
Fair enough.
So, I didn't go, and I was in there calculating where I'm going to hide if they try to break in. And then I let quite a few minutes go by, and then I was going to go check out our 2 windows here in the front room, which is our sort of office library room upstairs. But before I could do that, I was going to keep it all dark when I did that. And I was still kind of frozen in there figuring out where I was going to hide. I heard a thump at the door. And if I could describe the thump, it sounded like either of 2 things. Like someone just took full body weight on the shoulder and pumped themselves into it super hard just on the door to see if it would give. Or that they took a foot and went like that. But I saw no scuff marks in the morning. I was hooked. And then I did, after, you know, quite a few minutes after that, I calmed down. I went and looked out the front and I saw nothing. And we have no dogs to be barking or anything like that. Everybody keeps them inside around here. But I had sort of forgotten, I didn't want to tell my husband right away in the morning. I wanted to give it some time because he gets in real bad moods about stuff like that. And he'll go, why did we ever buy that house? Because we've only lived here a year and a half.
Okay.
But we go pulling out of the garage that morning after that happened, and the lid was lifted open.
Okay. That's not normal for you guys? No. Okay. Was it broken at all, or just lifted open?
Just lifted open. But we live in a pretty new house. I mean, we've only been here a year and a half, and it had been lived in about 4 years before us, but I keep it pretty clean, so those keys do not have any smudges on them. So it'd be really hard for them to figure out what our code was. I've read that that's one of the ways they break into the garages. So it's pretty clean keypad, but that was that way that morning too, and many nights after that, not consistently, I have us lock our security door in addition to the deadbolts and the locks.
Okay.
You know, both on the entry door and the garage entry door, we always do it.
Perfect.
So I don't know if any other neighbors reported anything like that. I haven't heard of any. I think it might have been a bunch of hoodlum kids, real random stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, I honestly wouldn't have a clue from that far back, but we can go take a look. But if nothing was broken, then it's good to let us know when that stuff happens so we see a pattern.
Yeah, I should have called
4 months later, I can't do too much about it. I can't even tell you if we had some problems or whatever. On those type of situations, it's good to just give us a call because, one, it puts a uniformed officer in the area, and a big part of our job is deterrence by presence. So we may not know they're up to no good, but they see us, or we see them, we make eye contact, they now know we're in the area, and they scatter off. If they never see us or nobody ever reports it, they may try 2, 3 times, and next time they get through that door and you're here, we have problems because you're here. So if you call us and then they see us before anything happens, they get spooked off, go to a different neighborhood that doesn't care as much, but we don't want that to be victimized on you. We don't want them in their house.
Yeah.
And I mean, honestly, it gives the night guys some stuff to do and an area to go. And if we do get a lot of complaints, we can broadcast something on our social media like, hey, this is what's going on in this area. Please let us know if it's happening to you, or if you know what's going on, give us a call.
Yeah.
And that way it just gives us a little bit more heads up of what's going on.
Yeah, I should have.
Only so many eyes in the area.
So many
Eyes in the area.
Yeah.
We usually have 2 or 3 guys on at night. We can only be so many places, so we really determine or depend on the residents to give us a heads up of what's going on.
Yeah. I hope it never happens again.
So yeah, I mean, this area is normally really safe. We haven't had much of a problem.
Thank you for saying
But
that. I was beginning to wonder.
this area is usually relatively safe, but new construction brings new opportunities for people that don't really care for other people's belongings. So just the construction material and stuff, it's an easy steal for them, so it brings it in there. It's not a bad thing, it's just we try to keep it up a little bit more. And then people try to go around different neighborhoods, and we still have a smaller community where a lot of people feel. So a lot of people leave open doors on their vehicles, open garage doors, which once that gets out into the dark crowd, everybody wants to come up here. So we really, again, depend on the area to start locking our stuff, and it's not, what is it called, completely away from the Denver area or anything that's looking for easy money. We call these crimes of opportunity. They're not looking at really confrontation. They're looking to find a big score with nobody knowing. So the open door, easy to get the laptop. Locked door, laptop in there, they're probably not going to break the window because they don't want the confrontation of somebody saying, hey, or the broken, they just want the easy stuff. So that's where those doors really come in.
Yeah. Okay, so they might be out stealing lumber and stuff like that, and then just
Because
say,
it's
while
easy.
we're out here, let's do some
Let's
damage.
see what's open.
Yeah, okay.
Just for the appliances or small computers or just cash. Very, like most of them that we're seeing, if they see a light turn on or something, they're gone.
Okay.
So it's very simple. Like even if you heard that, throw a light on real quick. Yep, I'm here.
Yeah.
And they don't really like the confrontation.
Yeah, because the house was totally dark at that time.
Yep.
And
So any sort of motion light too up front is a very good deterrent. People just don't like it.
that's good to
So
know. Okay, well, I'll go get my husband.
perfect.
Sorry, yes, ma'am. It's going. Pretty decent amount of contacts based on the time of day. So. Yeah. No. Alright. Well, no problem. Thanks. Just working on getting food to us.
Oh,
And they're going to take Ian back to the PD because they're going to use him as the face of the PD.
lucky. Yeah.
For the PR stuff. He's like, oh, he's not too short. He's probably going to be on camera. I'm like, so I love it.
I told them we'd meet up and regroup after this.
Oh, yeah, that. And then, when you went up to wherever you went, Cinzetti's, I think. I know, it's only
Nope.
two. They were last seen outside, and the mother and two kids. Is it two houses there from us or three?
Three houses.
So this neighbor and then two beyond that.
Yeah.
So this is Dawn.
Dawn?
I would say I got a cold.
Oh,
I appreciate that. I'd hate to do that to
Yes,
you
the
guys,
same
so.
awful cold that I was in bed with you.
We had our kids, grandkids,
Grandkids.
last, just before school vacation, and I came home with a cold. So
They get into a lot of the
So
stuff.
I would love to shake hands on
Oh,
this.
yeah, no worries. Thank you.
Obviously, we're with Frederick. I'm Brent. This
Yep.
is Officer Herbert. We're just trying to figure out if you had seen anything kind of odd in the area. Like I said, three neighbors down, just looking. It's a wife and two kids that haven't been seen since early Monday morning. And we're just trying to do what we can and put the effort out there to see how many eyes we can get in the area to see if they saw anything odd or.
So I came, we were down in southern Colorado, Colorado Springs, and I came back Saturday, because I came early, and my daughter came down to my place with the kids and with them. So I was here Saturday from maybe 4 o'clock on, and then Sunday I went out to eat, but I've been spending a lot of time just lying in bed.
Okay.
And then Monday I did, I mowed the lawn, and then we had an Xfinity tech come in. So I haven't been out much, and I sure didn't see anything that I can think
And then
of.
you drove off to eat. I think it's in Zeddy's or
Yeah, I went
somewhere.
down to eat at Cinzetti's.
Because what I told them was that I saw a white van when I was pulling weeds. I just can't exactly remember if it was Sunday evening or Monday morning, but I think it was yesterday morning. And I noticed it because it does this thing that I do sometimes when I'm admiring flowers and getting ideas. It's driving kind of slow along here. And I thought, oh, that's okay. I turned the corner. But then, a few minutes later, I'm walking in and out dumping trash, and the same van's doing the same thing again. So I did notice that white van. I don't think it was as big as a utility van, but I'm not positive.
And now, that was Monday morning?
It was either Monday morning or Sunday afternoon, but it was not dark. And I got home with Elizabeth at 5:15.
Because I think of course, the Xfinity, Comcast would have had their logo on it.
Yeah, this was a plain van. I would have noticed that because I was getting suspicious.
But I can't recall seeing anyone. I saw our neighbor Mike this morning, but that's.
So you didn't see any
Sorry.
white van driving slow like they're circling?
Do you know those neighbors very well? Have you ever talked to them or know kind of how they are by chance?
3 doors down.
So 3 doors this way?
Yeah, that's who it
I
is.
have-
We have this neighbor pretty well. Does she look familiar to you? She does to me. I know I've seen her around.
Oh, last name is Watts.
Yeah, we're Watt.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, 3 and 4 years old.
And Don doesn't go to the pool, but I go quite a little bit. And I'm pretty sure I've seen her with the kids.
I didn't.
And that's doesn't ring a bell. Okay.
I know, we know the neighbors directly here and the 2 this side, but
Okay. Are they? I guess we already spoke to them. Never mind. I was gonna ask if they're technically home at this time of day, but we already talked to them,
Oh,
so that doesn't
yeah,
matter. Okay.
Colleen might be home.
yeah.
Yeah,
Mike's working from
we
home.
spoke to them.
Yeah.
Well, if you guys do think of anything or see some more stuff, even in the area as the days continue, both the flyers have a phone number
Sure.
and an email address. If you can't get a hold of somebody, the email address too, just to shoot something off. Don't think anything's too small or too big to let us know.
Okay.
Would be great. Like I said, we're just trying to find them. as fast as we can, just to make sure everything's okay. So,
Thank you
any
guys.
news is good news. So.
Thank you guys for working on this.
Of
If
course.
I've seen her, I've also talked to her.
Okay.
If I've seen her, I've also talked to her, and it would have been at the pool or out walking her dog. And she looks familiar. No, nothing about her stands out that she was off or anything like that. So I don't think she just got up and wandered off someday.
Okay. Well, I appreciate the information, guys. We're gonna keep going, but like I said, if anything comes up, just give us a heads up, and we'll follow any lead we can. Okay. I appreciate your time, guys. Nice meeting you. Good luck with the colds.
Yeah, it's so terrible that's happened. Did I read somewhere, because I did look on our neighborhood crime watch thing that we're plugged into, that she was last seen, that there was a missing person, didn't identify them at all, on the west end of Saratoga. Is that where she was last seen?
The thing that we know is she was last seen at home by her husband. So I don't know where the west end of Saratoga is or where that's coming from. But the last place we know is home.
I wish I could see a picture of her husband. Oh, that sounds so spooky.
Okay? Alright, guys. Like I said, if you know anything, just let us know. Or if you find out anything else.
Yeah.
Okay.
How will
Did you
we?
talk to both
Yeah.
both neighbors on this side?
Nope, just the one. We were working down this way. They were just happened to be out in the driveway, so we went and talked to them, and then we came back here. Now we're gonna jump over one and to the last house.
Okay, so that's Rick and
Yeah.
I'll even talk with Rick in case you
Right.
guys don't connect them, if they're not down over there or not. But,
Okay.
yeah.
I appreciate it. And I'll leave one of these with them as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, mine is left the
oh nope, I got it all over here. Perfect.
And it's okay to leave a picture of that?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Have a good afternoon or evening. Oh, we do too.
All three of them.
Between Sunday night and Monday morning. She was, her husband last talked to her around 4:30 in the morning. And I guess it would be Monday morning before he went to work. And then that was the last anybody's kind of seen or heard from her. So we're out here just trying to see if we can get any information. If you guys have seen anything unusual, any strange cars, vehicles, anything like that in the area that just kind of maybe stands out a little bit, stars your memory.
I can't think of any. I can't think of any that. Neat lady, nice family.
Yeah. You guys talk to them very much or often?
In passing, they would come by and on their way to the pool and stuff like that. He would always take the young'uns. He would carry them in a little wagon.
Yeah.
Perfect example of a doting dad.
Sure.
No, I haven't seen anything unusual and I barely knew them too, just like Mike was saying, just in passing, just a wave, and that's really it. Just didn't know them very
Seemed like they're
well.
kind of quiet.
Yeah, that's really all I can help you with.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. So on the flyer on the bottom there's information to contact if there's an email and or a phone number. So if there's something that strikes you guys later or
Okay.
comes up even from here on out that seems around, we do have a couple departments in the neighborhood with canines trying to do some area searches and see if we can hopefully find something that way. And I've seen some news crews kind of milling around a little bit with cameras out, so that traffic's going to be fairly normal. But
Probably
if there's anything outside of that that just strikes you guys, let us know.
Absolutely will.
That would be great. And do you mind if I just grab your name real quick?
Sure, Mike
Mike
Hendrickson, Hendrickson.
What was it? 2809?
2809. 2809.
Yes, sir.
Oh, you got it.
Hey. Let's go ahead and meet back at our patrol vehicles, and then we'll start another area. All right?
Oh, yeah.
All right, sounds good.
Make sure
Bye.
Well, I got 2 grandkids in the car
Oh, yeah,
screaming
yeah.
at
No,
me.
so sorry, yeah.
No, don't be sorry.
Yeah.
No, if I think of anything, I absolutely will.
Appreciate that.
Absolutely, you bet.
All right. Well, you guys have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, yesterday morning was the last time she was seen.
You recognize it?
I don't, I looked at it online. I don't know her.
You don't know her, yeah. So they only live probably 4 or 5 houses down from you on
Really?
Saratoga Trail. Yeah, and so we're just trying to go around and see if anybody has seen anything unusual, suspicious, like any vehicles, cars.
No, we saw a couple of cops down there yesterday.
That's probably why.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep, yep.
We were kind of starting this investigation yesterday.
Oh, shoot, that's sad.
So, and also just to let you guys know, we have canines in the area, so there's a couple of canine units that might be walking around. Just
Oh.
trying to help locate her that way, and there's been a few camera crews around too, so that's pretty,
Okay.
pretty normal, I guess, for what's happening at this moment.
Yeah.
Trying to locate her and her kids.
So is this, well, I could print it off. Do you want us to keep this?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Alright.
But you don't recognize her other from around the neighborhood or
No, I don't.
anything? The kids? Okay.
There's kids going up and down the street all the time. It might have been
Yes.
them.
Sure.
You know,
It's hard to
kids.
tell.
They
Yeah,
all
you can do that.
look alike, kind of.
Well, they're only 3 and 4.
Oh, well, that's true. They probably wouldn't be.
Yeah.
Well, but she may have been out walking them too.
Yeah.
She said the husband left for work, and then she disappeared at 4 o'clock in the morning, but no car's gone.
Wow.
So
That's really,
yeah, that's.
Yeah.
How do you kidnap somebody at 4 o'clock in the morning and 2 little kids too?
Yeah.
Unless it was her plan to be picked up. Maybe she was leaving him or something.
Yeah, we're not sure, but we're just trying to get
cover all the
every
bases,
piece of
right?
information we can to try to put that puzzle together. So, if there's anything that you guys think of later, like I said, anything that seems out of the ordinary, unusual, that kind of strikes you, be happy to call that phone number or contact that email and
Okay.
get us that information so we can add that to our information.
Are his or her parents in this area?
Not locally, no.
So have you contacted them?
Yes, so parents have been in contact.
So do they know of any issues between the husband and the wife? Oh boy. What's her name?
Yeah.
Shannon?
yeah, she's a friend of a friend of mine. And so
Oh, she
she
is?
had posted it on Facebook.
Oh, I didn't know.
Gotcha.
Well, we'll be praying that she's found.
Well, thank you.
Appreciate it.
Safely,
And,
yeah.
we'll continue to hit the ground.
All right, we'll
So
keep
they'll
our
probably
eyes
be
on
doing
it.
some canvases the next few days if we can't seem to get much out of what we've gathered here in the next day or so. So there might be more of us
Okay, that's
around,
fine.
just kind of checking back in and that kind of
Sure.
stuff too.
Good,
So
well, thank you
if
for
there's
doing
anything
that.
You guys can do, that'd be great. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Well,
Thank you.
So is
guys.
Andy Fairbanks involved in this at all?
Probably. No, I mean as far as
No, I mean
no, I know.
doing investigating.
He's yes, he's involved. Everybody in our
Probably
department right
everybody.
now is involved. So we got all of us and several other departments coming to assist us. So
Oh boy.
All right, well, thank you.
All right.
Of course, guys.
All gone.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Nice. Yeah.
Well, thank you for your service.
Well, thank you very much. We appreciate that. And you guys have a good day. Okay. Thank you.
Oh my goodness, I made the puppies real happy. Hi, my name's Brent. I work for Frederick Police Department. Right now we're missing. Have you already talked to some people about this?
Yeah, we had a police officer come by yesterday and my husband spoke to him.
Okay.
And of course it's all over the
Yeah.
internet and Facebook this morning. Asked people to share it.
Gotcha. Wonderful. Anything else that comes to mind that might have not been told to the other officer?
No, because most of our front is garage and just this hall, all our living spaces at the back, and especially that early in the morning.
Okay.
We just wouldn't hear anything or see anything.
Did your camera not see anything?
We have it set for 5 foot for motion detection, otherwise it just goes off all day.
That would make sense.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you're welcome to, if it ends up helping, you're welcome to the records for it from the cloud.
How long does it stay on the cloud?
I don't know, I can contact Ring and find out.
Yeah, that would be wonderful. But if it's only 5 feet, if there's nothing in a little duration of time, then
Yeah, it's got to block, something going past on the road has to block the sunlight to make a flash or something like that.
I gotcha.
Because we've only got it set to 5 feet.
Fair enough.
But headlights might have done it.
Okay.
Don't know. I can take a look back myself, and if
could.
not, they usually have the cloud records for quite a while, I think, because I know they've helped police out before.
If you could just look like Monday morning from like midnight to say 5 a.m.
5:30, yeah. Okay.
And then if you see anything weird or whatever, just let us know. If not, then I appreciate it, and we'll try not to bother you too many more times.
No, that's fine.
We're just trying to find her.
No,
Make
I
sure her
want
kid's
you to
okay.
find her. It's like we wave to them all the time. We walk the dogs. It's only 6 houses up. It's frightening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can figure out what's going on at least.
I really
Find
hope
her
so
and the
too.
kiddos.
I just feel so bad for them.
Yeah, it's a very unfortunate circumstance, but we're doing what we can to find them. We've got dog teams. Our entire department's been called in, so
Okay.
we're doing what we can. But if you hear anything, please let us know. Do you have one of these flyers?
No, I don't. And
Let's give
I
you this.
would like to.
It has all of our information, emails, whatever.
Okay.
That way, also, you just have that quick information. And
Yeah,
phone
I'll
numbers
also
real quick.
post this on my group's Facebook page so that
Wonderful.
they have the right information.
yes, that
to
would be
contact.
very helpful because I know the news
Instead
is
of a
going
lot
to
of speculation.
the news is going to be out putting out whatever. I've seen a few news crews, so if they have any questions and you have it, just give them all that information. That's all I know right now. So, okay. I really appreciate it. Okay.
Yeah.
You have a good afternoon.
Yeah, if I hear or know of anything, I'll check the records on the cloud, see if I can find, and I'll ask them if they have anything that we don't have access to. So
Perfect.
I'll let you know if they do.
That'll work. I appreciate it. Thank you very
All
much.
right, thank
Have a
you.
good afternoon. Hi, how are you doing?
Good.
Sorry, I left a flyer, but it's been soaked, so I'm gonna keep it. You kind of advise of what's going on today in the neighborhood?
Oh,
About
a
the
missing
people?
person?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they live just down the way at the
It's
brown
a
house.
woman and 2 children?
Yes, and I'm sorry I didn't bring a clean one. I just saw it was
Okay.
missing.
I saw that picture on the, yeah.
Yeah, and so they were last seen here at the house about 3 a.m. Monday morning.
Oh, man.
And we were wondering if you may have seen anything in the last few days.
Which house can you show me?
The
Are
big
you
brown
allowed?
one directly at the edge. Like if you go through the stop sign, yeah, you would
I'll
hit the
just
house.
walk out.
Okay.
Oh, man.
It's raining. The brown one directly up
What's
there.
right underneath the tree?
That one.
Yeah.
Nothing. And you know what? I walk my dogs almost every day.
Okay. Sorry, I don't.
Yeah.
I've been playing around in the rain enough. If you don't mind.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah. Have you seen? Show her the picture.
I saw it.
They live in that house over there.
Really? Just right here?
Yeah, just at the end of the cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
So
And I was here on Monday, and
Okay.
oh wait, you said 3 a.m. on Monday.
Yeah, somewhere between like midnight and
Hi.
8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Monday.
I was up at 5. I didn't hear or see anything.
Nothing.
I walked my dogs at like 11 o'clock in the morning, and the only thing I saw was a man asked me which way the school was on this street.
Okay.
I think he was gonna go pick his kids up from school or something.
Okay.
That's the only thing that happened.
But nothing kind of out of the ordinary Sunday or Monday. Well, even I'd say last 5 weeks, anything kind of
No,
just like
this
that's
neighborhood's dreadfully boring.
odd. Okay. Yes, we try to keep it that way.
Thank you.
Um,
Thank you.
Other than the freak hailstorms and stuff we can't control.
Yeah, the weather.
So if we do see anything, we just call the what number? The number on that thing? Is it in
Yeah.
Nextdoor app?
Yeah, it's on
somewhere
next door
social media,
Facebook.
it's all
There's a
over.
missing person.
I can give you this if you want. It's just
Oh,
kind of
yeah,
destroyed.
sure.
It's all wet,
No
and I don't have a new one.
And if we did, it would get wet between point A and
Yeah.
point B.
Right.
But there's a phone number down here for Detective
Right.
Baumhover, and then an email address if you see anything or just want us to know.
Did
Nothing's
you
too
ask
small.
those people right there?
We have these 4 houses were gone when we were out here earlier,
Okay.
so we're just kind of coming back to
Because
see.
those people have little kids about that age,
Okay.
and I don't know if they would play with these little kids.
I think we've talked.
Yeah, the corner house.
Yes, we've talked to the corner house. Yep, we've talked to about 80% of the houses around.
Okay.
We were out here for 3 or 4 years. He did.
The husband.
So.
Sad.
I know there's a lot of news channels and stuff out here too, so there's a lot of their vehicles driving up and down. So if it's a little bit weird, that's who they are. But if it just something
We're
doesn't
from
feel
California, so this is like regular.
regular, okay, then you guys know the
Not out
deal.
here for sure.
So we try to keep it that way, but unfortunately, this is what we're doing, and we're just trying to give the resources we can to find them
Yeah,
as fast as
of
we can. So
Cars are still around and everything?
yep, cars are around. So
Get my huskies on it.
perfect. we did have some canine teams out here today.
Oh, good.
We may have more canine teams throughout the week, just kind of looking. So if you see them
Yeah. that's
wandering
what-
around,
yeah.
just let them go and be okay. But the husky is a beautiful looking dog.
Thank you.
I was here earlier and I saw the cats and scared the cats, but I didn't see the dog.
Yeah, we've got
'Cause they
4
were-
cats, so
There's
you'll
2
see
of them
few.
right here in the living room,
Look
and I rang the doorbell and they're gone. I was like, okay. But
Fair enough.
All right. Well, we'll keep our eyes peeled.
Yeah,
wonderful, yeah, I appreciate it. If you
Okay.
find anything, just contact
They post it
detective.
somewhere if they find them?
probably next week.
Oh yeah, it'll be on
it'll
the
be all over
Yeah.
the news.
News,
Next
yeah.
door, Facebook, 9 News, 2 News.
Yeah.
Every
Today's
news,
show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like 8 or 9 places that have already called us and contacted us and done little stories. So when we find them,
Is
it'll be out
anybody
there.
doing
Was the
anything
husband
for
home?
the dad, the husband? Yeah.
Yep, there's some
People
victim
helping
services with
him?
that,
Oh,
and he has some friends in town, so
Oh.
they're helping him out
He
as
was
well.
home and then they disappeared while he was home?
I don't know that details.
Yeah, that's probably all
Yeah,
confidential anyway.
so I haven't actually talked or been in the house. I'm every other house except that
Yeah.
one, so I don't know that.
Well, we appreciate you guys coming out here and
course.
even in this terrible weather, you know.
I'd want it for my family, so
Yeah.
I'm out here as well. So.
I'm kidding.
All right, guys. Well, I appreciate it. I'll let you get back to your evening.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Good night.
If you two just want to hit this one, and I'll leapfrog and I'll go to one more.
All right.
Yep. And anything weird,
One more thing.
Yeah.
Do you guys, can you go back and read the social media things like on the Nextdoor app and things that people say about solicitors who come by here and robberies? Well, you already know about the robberies and things like that. Would that be helpful if you went back and read what people have said in the past? Because there's been like some creepy lawn care people and
Okay.
lots of packages stolen.
Yes.
Oh my gosh,
Yes,
packages stolen. And they show on social media the cars, and they show one person who took a package. And
That's just happened to ID those people. Yes.
yeah,
We know who they are. I mean, we get a good picture of them. It's just
Right.
now having to have to.
figure out who they are.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering if any of that would help you figure out what happened.
I'm sure that is something that will be through the investigation detectives. That's
There, yeah.
a
The
little bit
next
past
branch
us.
over,
Yeah.
Okay.
They're the ones staying dry in the office. That's what they get to do.
At their computer.
Yes.
You guys
Yes.
are doing the hard part.
Yeah. But
We
it
don't let
works.
them know that though. We let them think they're working very, very hard.
There you go.
Perfect,
All
guys.
right,
Yes.
thanks.
Thank you very much.
guys again. I just want to say
Absolutely.
thank you. Have a good rest of your
You
evening.
too. Have a good night, guys.
It's a very quiet family. They moved in just before I did 5 years ago. In fact, before the children were even born.
Okay.
Yeah.
How would you describe your relationship with them?
Cordial.
Cordial?
Yeah.
Okay.
I saw the father. When did I see Dad? The end of last week, maybe?
Okay.
Yeah, I was asking him about the lawn, because my lawn has started to die, and, you know, what are you doing to keep your lawn green? He
Fair
told
enough.
me. I would never have known. Geez, that's scary. Mom and Dad used to live over there, too, with them.
Okay. When
Yeah,
was the last time you saw Mom and Dad?
Oh, I believe it was Dad, and that could have been maybe 3 weeks ago in the backyard.
Okay.
And they're very quiet.
Okay.
I never hear any noises. They have a little dog.
Okay.
And I hardly ever see any lights on.
Okay. Anything different over the last, I don't know, 2 days, 3 days? Odd vehicles, odd noises, odd lights?
There was a truck out here yesterday. In fact, that's why I thought you were here yesterday. Maybe
Okay.
someone complained about that I hadn't seen before.
What type of
And,
truck?
it was kind of almost a steel gray.
Okay.
Don't ask me make
Okay.
year. But that was late afternoon. The Dad has a great big truck, and it's gray. But
That
this
wasn't
one
that
was
one.
smaller.
Okay.
This one was smaller.
Then
But I hadn't seen it before, so
any markings or stickers or anything that would be weird? You wouldn't by chance remember if the plate was green or red or...
No, I kind of just I don't
glanced
pay
at
any
it.
attention because I believe he owns his own business or something because he always has a truck parked there, so
Okay.
kind of,
I gotcha.
I just kind of noticed it wasn't the normal truck.
Was it dirty by any means?
No, it wasn't, and it couldn't have been that old.
Okay. How long was the truck sitting there?
I saw it yesterday morning around 5:15 a.m. because I go to the gym then.
Okay.
It was still there when I got back at 6:45, and then it was there around, I think, noontime. And the reason I mention it is it was gone by the time you guys left yesterday.
Okay. Well, did you see the police in the area while that truck was still here?
See, I can't see it from my house.
Gotcha.
So, it could have been gone by then.
Okay.
But, you know, this is unusual, very quiet neighborhood.
Yes, this is very unusual. That's why we're got a lot of resources out here trying to find them and make sure they're
Yeah,
okay. So,
I mean, I didn't know she was pregnant again. I hardly ever see her.
okay. How do you know she's pregnant?
It said it on Neighborhood Watch.
Okay. I gotcha. But you didn't know it?
No.
Okay.
I hardly ever see her, just normally. They keep very much to themselves.
When you did see her, did you ever see her around her husband?
Yeah.
How
They
were
would
they?
have barbecues.
Yeah. Were they polite, friendly, or was she kind of quiet, reserved, or what was?
They both are very quiet,
Very quiet,
reserved, very quiet.
Okay. When was the
Nice
last
neighbors.
time you spoke to her?
Oh my gosh. I don't think I've seen her all summer.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And
Yeah.
the kiddos, when was the last time you saw little kiddos?
You're making me work my brain.
I know, really digging deep in it.
It could be 4 to 6 weeks since they've been out. They have all their little toys, but they don't go outside in the heat of the day.
Gotcha.
At least that's kind of what I notice, and they don't go outside unless an adult is there.
Wonderful. I'm glad. I mean,
Yeah,
they're too little to be out by themselves.
yeah, they are. What are they? 3 and 5, I think, or 2 and 4, something like that.
3 and 4,
3 and 4.
according to my pamphlet.
Yeah,
So,
they're
okay.
cute little things.
Anything that I haven't asked that you think I should know, or is just odd, or something you thought was weird?
I wouldn't think anything is weird from over there because normally you hardly ever see anyone go in, come out. Now, I saw his truck leave yesterday. Maybe it was this morning. I was leaving for the gym. His truck had the lights on, which is unusual for that morning, 5:15 in the morning. Only fools like me are up.
So you don't usually see him leave at that time of day? Oh, was that the gray truck, or what truck was that?
That was his regular truck. It's a pretty big truck. Maybe, what could I compare it to? An F-250, 350, the big ones, yeah.
And that steel truck, is that like a pickup or a
Pickup.
Pickup truck?
Yeah.
Does it have a camper or anything? A camper shell or anything on the back of it? Would you say it's bigger than that truck?
Yes,
Okay.
yeah.
Did it have 2 or 4 doors, do you know?
No, I don't. I never paid much attention. I'm gonna start paying attention. This is scary.
Well, if it doesn't happen again, or
Yeah,
very often at least.
I hope not. Oh God, I hope the mother and 2 children are found okay.
We all
But
hope.
there's no, like I said, never any noise, never any yelling. Very quiet, very pleasant when you speak to them. They keep to themselves.
Never heard an argument or anything over there?
Never.
Okay. Did they ever mention if they've ever been in a fight or having bad days to you?
No.
No.
No, the neighbors, and we really don't talk much. I mean, Cheryl and I do because we're the same age. They're so much younger. There's not a lot in common,
Well, fair
you
enough.
know,
Okay. That'll
to be
work.
honest.
And so, was it Monday morning that you went to the gym?
I go every day.
Okay, so then, if you can remember yesterday morning going out, was there?
That's when I noticed the little truck.
Okay, and where was it? Was it in the driveway or on the street?
No, it was on the street. It was between the 2 houses, right about in front of my tree, you know.
He said it's a little truck or the,
It's a smaller truck than what's normally there.
okay, like that size or smaller?
No, maybe that size.
Maybe that size? Okay.
No camper,
And that was the gray one?
yeah.
And you think
I
his normal truck's like the 2500
Yeah,
or
it's a
3500?
bigger truck.
But both gray?
Yeah, but different shades of gray.
Okay. The other littler one, was it darker or lighter?
I believe it was lighter.
Okay.
Similar like a steel gray.
Yeah, and the other one's darker. Maybe a hint of green in the gray.
Okay.
Yeah, but I haven't, except for this morning, come to think of it, I haven't seen a lot of the big trucks. Is that what you're finding? You haven't seen, I mean, not that I'm wide awake at 5 in the morning, but, you know, you're making me think that I did see the truck, I believe it was this morning, because the lights were turned on. And I was pulling, you have to be careful coming out of here, because it's kind of a three-way mess if you're all going the same place. But I noticed that the back lights were on. But,
That was around 5:15 this morning?
yeah, I leave 5:15 every morning.
And that's kind of odd for him.
Well, I don't, not often do I see the lights that early.
Okay.
But then he could leave at 5:20 and I would not know it.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah.
You see him leave sometimes in the morning to go to work? You ever
Not often, no. I kind of keep to myself and, no, not, I'm really not nosy. I have been the last 2 days with you guys out here, but, yeah.
Is it just you that lives here, or?
No, I have a significant other, but he's at work,
Okay.
yeah.
And then, how far out does your ring camera go?
It's just this area, the front porch and around in front of the garage.
Okay. Did you see any, have you looked back on yesterday morning and this morning and see anything on?
My significant other, he keeps track of it at work all the time, and he can tell when the postmen come and everything. And I'm here most of the time. I was gone this morning for a bit, but you know, postmen, nothing out of the norm. We have a lot of dog walkers
Okay.
that come by.
Okay. And the camera over the garage, is that just the garage area? Is that a light?
It focuses on this area.
This area. Okay. So that's not going to see out to the roadway?
No.
Okay. Would it be picked up if the light came and flashed on it? Would it pick up as you drove by? If it casts
The
a shadow?
ringer does.
The ringer does?
Yeah, and the ringer, basically the ringer will pick up right at that corner there.
Okay.
I've not seen, I don't see people walking up and down unless they're walking their dogs.
Yeah.
And kids are going back to school, so
Right.
I don't even see them much anymore.
Okay.
Did you, yesterday morning, did you happen to see your neighbor's truck in the driveway or on the street?
I
or
didn't
anywhere?
notice it.
No? Okay.
No. And I don't look for it, you know, like I said, I saw the back lights on and that's what caught my attention.
That was this
Today.
morning.
And
Is
then-
he not home either?
Your neighbor?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's home. Any other odd vehicles, pickups, cars, planes,
Trains?
helicopters?
No, no, we don't get, I know Cheryl has a lot of company, but I know she tells me when they're coming, and
Okay.
other than that, I don't see a lot. Now the neighbor across the street has a big truck, Remmert Construction or something. He must own his own business. That's not here today.
Okay.
And that's gone, and he parks it right there a lot of times. But other than that, it's really so quiet here.
That's good. That's a good thing.
Yes.
It's a good thing, except people can get away with things like this when you're in a quiet neighborhood and nobody's really watching.
Well, I'm going to leave you this. It has a couple phone numbers to contact Detective Dave Baumhover, or an email address if there's something that pops in mind or something I didn't ask or something that's just odd that you want to get out to us. Please feel free to either call us or email him.
Okay.
Everything helps. Don't ever think it's too small for us or we already might know it.
I want
If,
them to.
if we don't know it, the great. If we know it, then it's always good to back it up, okay?
Well, I pray to God that you find her and her 2 little girls.
Okay. Yep.
Oh, shoot.
All right. Well, we'll let you get back to hopefully enjoy your afternoon, and
Yeah,
if we have any further questions, we'll come back and ask you.
I'm usually here.
Sounds good. Appreciate it. Have a good one.
Anytime. You too.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
It's like, oh no.
Yeah,
It's just different.
yeah. I was forgetting something. I kind of know sometimes what I do.
So sorry, I just need to grab your name real quick.
Oh,
Don't mind.
Betty, B-E-T-T-E. And M-A-R-C-O-U-X.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Sorry.
Anytime.
All right. Have a great day.
Did you just do what you...
Don't you know?
Yeah. You have your work well thing?
I have this morning.
How'd it go? Hello. Hi, puppy dog. Hi.
Hi. Dave.
How you doing?
Good.
Sorry
Sorry.
to bother you. My name's Brent, obviously with Frederick Police Department.
Okay.
Have you kind of heard what's going on in the neighborhood?
No.
We're missing a... There was a
Oh,
flyer
yeah,
in your window.
That I do. I read
So,
it. Yeah.
They live at the end of the street.
Oh, they do?
Yes. That big brown house right at the edge of the... So...
Right down here?
Yep, like if you'd go straight through the stop sign and jaunt to a little bit to the left, you'd run into their house.
Oh my God, I didn't know
So
that.
that's
Okay.
where they're living,
Okay.
okay? So we're just trying to check in the area to see if anybody's seen kind of weird... Hello, I'm Brent.
I'm John.
John, nice to meet you. They're last seen about 3 o'clock in the morning at their house.
Okay.
Okay, so now we're just trying to see if anybody has seen anything odd, weird, strange vehicles, or whatever's going on. If you guys have
Okay.
seen anything over the last
No, and he's home all
couple of
day.
days.
Yeah, I'm a retired guy, but today I wasn't home.
I know, I came and left a flyer.
Yeah. Of all days, right?
Perfect.
Wow.
Do
Okay.
you guys want to hit next
Have
door?
you gotten that one or no? You've not.
I
Okay.
don't know if anybody... Oh,
Yeah, they're
home
home now.
Yeah, I saw the garage doors
Their
open.
trampoline just flew over the fence.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Just now?
Earlier when we had the storm.
That was a massive storm, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
So we're just no idea where she's at.
No.
Kids and so the two kids, right? Or
Two
three-
kids,
Two kids. Okay.
4 and 5-year-old girls.
Okay.
Last seen in little onesie nightgowns.
Okay.
We just don't know exactly what happened, so we're just trying to talk to everybody in the neighborhood. We've hit about 80% of the houses.
Okay.
I'm just going back to the places that I didn't get to earlier today.
Yeah,
Okay.
nobody's here, yeah.
So
Which house is it?
the one at the end, the big brown one, the 2-story, big dark brown one.
And it's like right at the end of the...
Yeah, if you
Right
would
there
go
in the street?
straight across, like if you
Like
would run
right
that stop sign and just jaunt a little to the left,
Yeah.
Right.
it's
okay,
that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why we're really focusing on this street
Yeah.
and the streets next door just to see if they saw anybody. We had K-9 teams out here earlier looking for everything we could. So we're just out talking to people and
Right, yeah,
see.
yeah.
We'll definitely keep our eyes open. I didn't realize
appreciate
she lived on this right down the
Yeah.
street. So
On that flyer, there's a email address and a phone number for Detective Dave Baumhover.
okay.
He's the one that's going to be spearheading this for a while, but if you guys see anything or hear anything or just gee whiz information would be great.
Okay.
Everything possible, every lead we'll take.
Okay.
Right now we're just trying to throw as much resources as we can to find them and find them quickly.
Okay.
And just make sure everybody's safe, and then we'll work on everything from there.
Yeah, because I'm usually up at like 4 in the morning, so I always kind of check around, but yeah.
Never
And
see
I
a
leave
weird-
at 5:30. No, I
okay.
didn't see anything weird. So.
Did you see any vehicle leaving the area about 5:15
Was
this
this
morning?
yesterday or this morning?
Yesterday morning or this morning?
Yesterday morning. Yesterday morning. No. Not that. No.
Nothing out of the ordinary?
No.
Okay.
So, but definitely keep our eyes open.
Yes.
So.
Perfect. Do you guys have any cameras on the house that I'm missing? No?
No.
Okay. That's just the other thing we're
I
trying
know
to
they
figure
have
out.
one.
Yep.
Okay, and
Quite a few actually have the doorbell ring cameras.
Yeah.
But
that's
they
not
always,
helping you though.
well, everybody set them down to the 5-foot patio.
Oh,
so it
so you
doesn't get
can't
the
see
street.
out in the street.
Yeah.
Darn.
Which, I mean, it would go off all day long. So.
Right, exactly. That's true.
Yeah.
And they don't have one down there either. Apparently, right?
Do what?
The house. They don't have one either.
No. No camera at the house. That would be helpful.
Is she married? I mean, is there a man there? Okay.
Yep. They're a family. So, husband, wife, and 2 girls.
Yeah, he had that Mustang, that red Mustang.
Oh, okay.
I got rid of it a couple of years ago.
Yeah, I know he got that.
How long have they lived there? Do you know?
I think they're original owners of that house, aren't they?
Yeah, they're the original owners, so probably
A couple of years.
2012 or 13.
We moved in here in 11. They didn't start building those till like 13, 14.
Was it after?
So, yeah, probably like 3 or 4 years. I guess.
At least, 4 years I'd say. Yeah, because when we moved in, those houses are over there.
They weren't even there, so.
Okay.
Okay.
I got you guys. Well, I appreciate your time.
Yeah, well,
If,
thanks for
like I
stopping
said,
by,
if there's
let us know.
anything you think may help or
Okay.
steer us in a direction, please let us know.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, guys.
Okay, thank
All right,
you so much.
Thank you very much. Have a good night.
Thanks, you too. Sounds like somebody's hollering at the dogs. Sounds like somebody's hollering at the dogs.
Hello. Hi. How are you doing? Good. My name's Brent. I work for Frederick Police Department. This is Kate.
Hi.
Did you get the flyer off the door?
I did, yeah.
All right. So you know what's going on kind of in the area?
Yeah, I've never seen that one before in my life.
Never? Okay. Well, they just live right down the way, so we're just trying to canvass the area, see if anybody has seen anything odd or strange.
We've been out of town this whole weekend, so
Okay.
we just got home about an hour ago.
Okay.
Oh,
A
wow.
bit longer than that, and that's when I saw the flyer. My mom has been watching the house.
Gotcha. Is your mom here by chance?
No, she's at her house.
At her house?
If you wanted to, I can give you her address and phone number.
Was she here over the weekend at the house? Or just
Yeah,
here
but
now?
she wasn't here the entire time. She came and stayed the night to let the dogs out, and then feed them in the morning and let them out and kill them, and then she would go back to her house during the day.
Okay, what time is she here usually?
You'd have to ask her.
Okay. What's her phone number?
It's cell phone's probably easier to get a hold of her if we find it. It's 303 898 5656.
What's her name?
Her name is Debbie Grote.
How do you spell last name?
Grote. Dinner.
I was gonna say, is that delivery?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Joe from Iowa.
That's why you were looking so excited when you were and then you're like, oh, it's
Like,
just
yes,
police.
food's here. Oh.
Sorry to disappoint you.
No, it's okay.
Perfect. On that flyer, there's a phone number and an email address. If you see anything or hear anything or just want to let us know about some stuff, please let us know and reach out to
Hi, you're good. You come on up.
And
What
reach
house
out to
does she live in?
Is that tall brown one?
Yeah.
That one? Okay. So just kind of the skyscraper one over everything else.
Okay.
Yep, I'll trade your sites here. Oh.
Alright.
If I see her or see anybody weird, I'll give you more.
Wonderful. Appreciate it, guys. Enjoy the
I was
pizza.
here the whole time.
The whole time.
There you are, guys.
Thank
you.
Thank you so sorry. Have a good one.
flyer.
Frederick 984, just a copy on a 5th Elm Street at Civil Parkway. It's going to be the alley between Oak and Elm.
Hi. You weren't here the first time.
Look, he's cute.
Hi, how are you doing?
Good.
Sorry, I left a flyer, but it's been soaked, so I'm gonna keep it. You kind of advise of what's going on today in the neighborhood?
Oh,
About
a
the
missing
people?
person?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they live just down the way. At the,
Oh. It's a
roundhouse.
woman and 2 children?
Yes, and I'm sorry I didn't bring a clean one. I
That's
just saw it was
okay.
missing.
I saw that picture on the...
Yeah, and so they were last seen here at the house about 3 a.m. Monday morning.
Oh, man.
And we were wondering if you may have seen anything in the last few days.
Which house can you show me?
The
Are
big
you
brown one
allowed?
directly at the edge. Like if you go through the stop sign, yeah, you would
I'll
hit the
just
house.
walk out with
Okay. It's right. The brown one directly.
You look right underneath the tree.
That one.
Yeah.
Nothing. And you know what? I walk my dogs almost every day.
Okay. Sorry, I don't.
Yeah.
I've been playing around in the rain enough. You don't mind?
Hi.
Yeah. Have you seen... Show her the picture.
I saw it.
They live in that house over there. Really? Just right here?
Yeah.
Right at the end of the street, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
And I was here on Monday, and oh wait, you said 3 a.m. on Monday.
yeah, somewhere between like midnight and
Hi.
8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Monday.
I was up at 5. I didn't hear or see anything.
I walked my dogs at like 11 o'clock in the morning, and the only thing I saw is a man asked me which way the school was on this street. I think he was school or something. That's the only thing that happened.
And nothing kind of out of the ordinary Sunday or Monday. Or even I'd say last 5 weeks, anything kind of
No,
just
this
that's
neighborhood's dreadfully boring.
Okay. We try to keep it that way.
Thank you.
Thank you. Other than the freak hailstorms and stuff we can't control.
Yeah, the weather.
So if
Mother
we
Nature's
do
nuts.
see anything, we just call the what number? The number on that thing? Is it in Nextdoor app?
Yeah.
It's all over social media. It's all over.
I can give you this if you want. It's just
Oh,
kind of
yeah,
destroyed.
sure.
It's all wet,
No
and I don't have a new one.
And if we did, it would get wet between point A and point B.
Right.
But I mean, there's a phone number down here for Detective Baumhover, and then an email address if you see anything or just want us to know.
Did you ask those people right there?
We have, these 4 houses were gone when we were out here earlier,
Okay.
so we're just kind of coming back to see.
Because those people have little kids about that age,
Okay.
and I don't know if they would play with these little kids.
I think we've
Corner.
Yeah, the corner house.
Another update on your
We've
call.
talked to about 80% of the houses around.
It's going to be the mother wanting officers to check the baby monitors. So there's one in each kid's room and one on the bedside table.
I know
Copy.
there's a lot of news channels and stuff out here too, so there's a lot of their vehicles driving up and down. So if it's a little bit weird, that's who they are. But if it just something
We're from
doesn't feel
California, so this is like regular.
regular, okay, then you guys know
Not
the
out
deal.
here for sure.
No.
So we try to keep it that way, but unfortunately this is what we're doing, and we're just trying to give the resources we can to find them as fast as we can. So
Cars are still around and everything?
yep, cars are around, so
That's weird.
Get my huskies on it.
perfect. we did have some canine teams out here
Did you?
today.
Oh, good.
We may have more canine teams throughout the week, just kind of looking.
He like wants to say hi so bad. Look at
Wandering
him.
around, just let them go and be okay. But the husky is a beautiful looking dog.
Thank you.
He's like,
I was
what's
here
going
earlier
on
and I saw
out
the
there?
cats and scared the cats, but I didn't see the dog.
Yeah, we've got
'Cause
4
they were-
cats, so
There's
you'll
2
see
of them
few.
right here in the living room, and I rang the doorbell and
Fair enough.
Alright, well, we'll keep our eyes peeled.
Yeah.
wonderful. Yeah, I appreciate it. If you find anything, just contact
Will
me.
they post it somewhere if they find them?
Probably next door.
Oh, yeah, it'll be
Oh,
on
it'll
the
be all
app.
over the
Yeah.
news.
Next door, Facebook, 9 News, 2 News.
Every
Today's
news,
show.
yeah.
There's like 8 or 9 places that have already called us and contacted us and done little stories. So when we find them,
Is anybody doing
Was the
anything
husband
for
home?
the dad, the husband? Yeah.
yep, there's some
People
victim
helping
services with
him?
that,
Yep.
and he has some friends in town, so they're helping him out.
He
as
was
well.
home and then they disappeared while he was home?
I don't know that details.
Yeah, that's probably all
Yeah,
confidential anyway.
so I haven't actually talked or been in the house. I'm every other house except that one. So I don't know that.
Well, we appreciate you guys coming out here and
Definitely
even in
over.
this terrible weather, you know.
I want it for my family, so
Yeah.
I'm out here as well. So.
No kidding.
All right, guys. Well, I appreciate it. Let's get back to your evening.
All right,
Thank you very much.
Have a good night.
So much.
I feel if I sat in that, I would not.
Not get up
Yeah,
yet?
not go back to work. Right. So we're here today just trying to see if you have any information. We are looking this young
I know
lady
her,
and
yeah.
her two daughters. And they're the two houses
Two
down.
houses down, yeah.
Yeah. So she went missing early Monday morning, Sunday night into Monday morning. Her and her two daughters. They have not been seen since. So we're just going around, just gathering some information, trying to see if we can
Right.
get some leads or something that can help us find her
Right.
and her kids. So do you know her very well?
I didn't even know her name. Her husband walked the girls all the time in a wagon.
Okay.
Yeah. And we just finished our basement a year ago, and when the bar top came, it was extremely heavy, and they only sent one man to deliver it.
Oh.
So I walked down there and knocked on the door, hoping that he would be home.
Yeah.
And he came right down at the same time another neighbor did who was bigger, so I grabbed him.
Fair enough.
So, he seemed nice. I mean, he was gonna help out and stuff. He always says hi when he walks by and I'm outside with Doogie or out there doing something in the yard.
Yeah.
So, I did call the police on them maybe 6 months, no, not that long, 3 or 4 months ago because of the dog. You can hear him right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I didn't want the officer stood out here on the deck and listened because it sounded like it was dying. I mean, I was scared of a dog lover, and it was like, oh, I feel like he was really hurt or something.
Oh, okay.
So they went down, knocked on the door, and he said, if there's nothing going on, he said, I won't come back to your house. I'll just get in my car and go. So.
Awesome.
But,
Okay.
Do you mind if I just go out and take a peek?
Oh, sure, go ahead.
And so, did you know her very well? Do you know much about her?
She answered the door when I went to get him, and she said that I would come back to you.
I see that.
Never seen her look.
I know she travels a bit for her work.
Does she?
Yeah. So,
She left her purse at home, though, and everything.
yeah.
It's not like a woman.
No.
No.
And so I saw that you have the Ring
Uh-huh.
camera up there. Do you have any other cameras
No,
on the exterior of the house?
no, we didn't go for that. We just
initial ring, yeah.
Yeah.
And that just kind of covers your front porch and part of the street.
Yeah, the front porch and it's kind of hard to see past the porch. It's a huge porch. It's, vacation a couple times a year, and my husband's, we own a food manufacturing company, so he has to go away on business a few times, and I get to go with him, so we like to have who's at our door. You see anything out there? Can't even see the dogs, can you?
I can see the dogs.
Oh, can you see them?
Well, I can see the shadow moving in between the
okay.
little slats.
Yeah, because my vision's not too good, but you smell another dog?
Well, I'm sure. I have a couple myself, so.
Where you at?
I watch these at home, so they're probably all kinds of fun sense.
Yeah.
May I grab your name, ma'am?
It's Cheryl, Cheryle, Hallowell, Hallow.
Okay. Oh, gosh.
He just turned 13, so he's getting up there.
It's like I'm not too old for pets, though.
Yeah.
Never too old for that.
Yeah.
I think he's learned.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna leave that flyer with you if you don't mind.
Yeah.
And if you happen to see them or the two girls, or if you think of anything, or if your husband thinks of anything that stands out, or maybe can be useful in helping us maybe try to locate them, then just contact the information on the back. Also on the bottom with Dr. Bob.
He came down here one day. I forgot about that. I like to decorate the porch, as you can tell, for seasons and stuff. And I had it done for Halloween or autumn. And he come back knocking on the door, and he said, "I assume these are probably yours." The two scarecrows that go down the street.
Yeah.
And his wife said, "Check that house out. We need the house down there because she's got the most decorations." So he returned those. So that's tell you anything about his
character.
Yeah,
that's good.
Seemed pretty nice.
Well, good. Yeah. Well, we're hoping they just went for a little walk or something. Extended walk, but
it's been when did it happen?
As of yesterday morning.
Yesterday morning. Okay. Well, I know you guys were out here for 2 hours or so yesterday, and then again today. I'm like, what is going on here? You know, it's kind of.
Well, you have to go and have dogs out there looking for them. That makes some sense.
That's what he's barking.
So there'll be some. Yeah. So with dogs walking the fields and out back.
Oh yes, yeah, our lovely field.
So I have that, and the camera crews are out and about too, so there'll be some traffic around, but
that's good.
Yeah. All
right.
Kind
of traffic.
All right, Cheryl. Well, thank you again so much for all the information. Very nice to meet you.
Thank you for your service.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
It's just a toy. Maybe I shouldn't have it all the way open up. Well, you know, that's nice. Really protect me.
Of course.
I'm going to shut up. I'm going to turn the air on.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks again.